What the heck?
I don't want to forget to record.
But it's 9 o'clock and here we are.
Oh, that's the what the heck. Not that I hit the record button early. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not always about you, man. You're like, yes, it is. It's my world. Well, Cassie, how are you? She's driving.
I feel like she's dropping, like she's probably literally in the preschool drop off line right at the moment.
Got it. So, uh, I guess we'll give everybody a minute. This is fascinating.
It'll be a hot minute. I know I don't have any like what's the code or anything like that. So I don't
Yeah.
think that's the issue, but
Everyone's got a case of the Novembers.
oh yeah. I am feeling that with a lot of people right now. Everybody's like, it's almost winter, out of routine, get warm and cozy.
Good morning, you guys. Michelle
Oh,
is
there
correct.
she
I was
is.
literally in the getting the door open to get the toddler out, and yes, I'm here. I wonder if it's daylight savings. I don't know about you guys, but we were all still in bed at 7:30 this morning.
But that's
Our
the
oldest doesn't
opposite
have school.
direction. You got an extra
Oh,
hour of sleep today. What the heck? That's like a 2 hour sleep in.
well, I have little kids, so we were up early yesterday. So
Yeah,
we're
kids and pets,
making
they
up
don't know.
for not sleeping.
Yeah.
Yep. They don't understand. Dogs, kids. Yeah.
Dogs, kids, pets, they don't get that hour thing. Nope. B Rad Knaus in the house.
So
So Michelle was commenting how proud she was of you.
I am.
yeah. Thanks.
He's like,
What?
awkward, awkward.
Don't be so excited. You should just stay off mute. It's just the four of us. We're gonna be chatting.
Uh,
How did you come up? How did you decide that was the post for you? Which like what was the process?
It was the first video at 5 a.m. that I pulled up, and I said, I'm gonna fucking make this work because it's
Just
5 a.m. and I gotta go build a deck. So whatever I need to do to get it
just
done.
got to do it.
Yeah. So I was
Nice.
like, oh, I'll throw these 3 videos in there and chat GPT some shit. And then, so, I mean, I researched the templates and things that Michelle sent to me, which was interesting. So it's just something that, I mean, that stuff I need to dive more into because it definitely is something that I can use, obviously, because it makes things go very fast. Um, I got to figure out the best template. I need to spend some time going through the templates to figure out how um, the to make it where it's more investor like doing a showing type thing. Because so like the videos that I have are like I'll walk through the kitchen and I don't talk, right? So like if I'm gonna start going down that avenue, I'm more than happy to like start talking about like things that I see. Um, so
Yeah.
and maybe that's just what I need to start doing. So it's just that kind of stuff to suss it out and figure out like
yeah.
what's the
So
best benefit for it.
one of the things that you can do with the videos that you have that you're not talking is you could do voiceover.
Voiceover,
So
yeah,
like
yeah,
in the editing app, you can just click add audio, hit voiceover, and just talk right over top of the video as if you were there, right?
yep,
You could do either or. Um, one of the things, I mean, if I could just add any bit of advice is the template should be like one of the last things that you consider. The
yeah,
content and the questions that you're answering should be the primary focus.
Yep.
You know, just like one of the things that I shared with Cassie earlier before when she was talking about being in the middle is like, okay, who is your avatar? And what are the questions that they have that are keeping them up at night? Or what are the questions that some almost about to be investors having that's keeping them from jumping in and working with you right away? And then just addressing those in the video. Like,
Yeah.
For instance, like one of the biggest things that held me back before I started investing was I went to all the seminars, I went to all the trainings, I went to all the classes. I had the spreadsheet, I had the breakdown, I understood what an MAOI is. Like I understood how to put together my numbers. And then when I finally got a deal and everything was green lights, I was still frozen because I'm like, wait, if this is as good a deal as it looks like for me, why hasn't anybody else bought it? What am I missing? Am I about to make like a money pit decision? Because I'm brand new and I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah.
And so like I had all the steps done and I'm literally ready to pull the trigger and I'm absolutely frozen going, what if this is going to cost me everything? But meanwhile, in my numbers, I put in like 5 different buffers to my budget. And this is going to be about today's topic. And then you see these people out there doing 3, 4, 5, 10 deals a year that are absolute boneheads. And they're just like, they're not even running numbers. Like it's almost all off the hip. And they're like, how are they doing it? And if they can do it, why am I not doing it? Like I'm way smarter than them. And I think sometimes that's the biggest challenge is that we're too smart and we think about too many of the risks and we don't really believe in the upside. When even though the risks are there, like when we figure out certain numbers, it mitigates. Anyways, that may be one conversation, one video that you have, like as another set of eyes, as another set of like, you can help validate numbers. You can help make sure that like, if they've already done the math, like your maths, like, and that's all I ever needed was like, how do I get somebody to walk me through and make sure the maths? And then I had somebody that I trust. And I said, can I show you this deal? And can you help me validate red light, green light? And he said the best thing that I ever needed. He goes, this is a deal. And if you don't buy it, I'm going to.
Yep.
I would say too, Bradwell, like instead of getting stuck in like having to do the talk over right at the moment, I think those are going to be the best for you. I think Matt's 100% right. But if you just look up B-roll templates and the ones that you are B-roll for B-rad, sorry, the ones that you are currently have where you're just walking through, that's where you just do a B-roll. Like if you look at Audra's stuff, she does this all the time where you just have information that you're giving them, but it's in text form while they just watch you kind of like touring a house or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
You got lots of options.
I mean, like I said, I mean, there's literally like, I literally have like 75 of those houses. I mean, because I show majority of my clients are all out of state because Kansas City's the place to invest.
So this
so
is
I
love
do
this.
that.
That gets me fired. If I had 75 B-rolls that I could just be running in the background and then do voiceovers on top of, just answering like, what are the top questions I get from investors? What are the top things that are keeping like, oh my gosh, like what a gold mine. That's so awesome. So full circle, I just wanted to say like, I'm proud of you, dude. You did it. And I wish we had more recording of what you looked like on Friday's call. I've never seen you so fired up. And I was wondering if you were ever going to show up again. And I was like, I was good with it either way. And so proud of you.
Yeah. Dude, you know I'll show up. Even though I may be frustrated.
I know. I wish you could see your face.
Well, and the problem is, I'm going to do it because I know. It just frustrates me because I'm like, oh crap, now I got to wake up.
Now I got to do
earlier to figure out how to do this. Thanks, Matt. So, but I did it. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, you're a badass. Good job. Nice work.
Thanks.
Anyone else? Gratitudes, wins, celebrations. I just wanted to brag on Brad a little bit just because.
I gonna be writing an offer this morning for my referral that came from our partners down in Atlanta. That's pretty exciting. And Cassie's helping me with this one as my buyer's agent, so or buyer's assistant. So it's a win-win for both of us.
I put one of my flip properties with my business partner on the market, and we had the open house yesterday, and it was really busy, and I've already been told we're getting a few offers, so that's good. And I put one of my clients under contract to I've been under contract with her twice already this year, and they've mutually released twice. But we found her another house, and it's a lot better condition. So I'm glad about that. I think she got actually a really good deal. So I anticipate this will go through. And we're down. I drove down to Branson and got down here really late last night to
Oh,
spend
you're
time.
in Branson right now?
Yeah. Are you in
I was
Branson?
gonna
No,
say,
you're
did you get a new
what?
studio? Did you get like new lighting or like?
Oh no, it's like literally this light above my head is like really obnoxious. It's
It looks good. Like
really?
I was gonna say like wherever
Oh,
you're at, see what you can do to emulate this because this is a good
oh,
Zoom setup
well
for
that's
you.
good because on my end it looks like I'm totally washed out, but
Nope,
it doesn't. Oh, well
nope.
that's good.
Yeah, this is you should like screenshot.
Try
Yeah,
to figure
screenshot
this
this and
out at home.
figure out this setup. It's good.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, no, I'm down in Branson. We got down here really late because my kids have fall break this like for 2 days.
Awesome. Yeah, our kids are off today as well. It's interesting. I don't understand why.
What was that?
Our kids are off today as well. I don't understand why. It's stupid.
Oh, it must be a thing.
Yeah. Awesome. Anyone else? Let's jump in. Let us jump in. We're recording, yeah? We're good? Yeah, I think so. There it is. All right. So today's mindset, I wanted to jump into this conversation around how our self-image is based on proximity. Let me explain. And so how many times have you like, I don't know, when you're new in the industry or you're in, let's say you're in the business for a minute and then you look up or you look around or you go on social and you see somebody that's so far ahead or doing something like incredible or amazing and you're just man, like they must be like you just when you see somebody from far away with no context, it sometimes seems like in order for you to get to where they are, the gap is so great and they must be so disciplined or so this or so that, right? Like they have everything's going on and going well, right? Everyone, we get to see everybody's highlight reel. We get to see everybody's book that's published. We get to see everybody's final product, right? And so sometimes that distance can create a really false self-image, right? Comparison is the thief of joy. We hear that all the time. However, when applied broadly, it could be really disheartening whenever we take a look at everybody's highlight reel. It's very easy to see all the things that we don't have. However, when we take a look at like things really specifically, there's some really interesting things that we discover. And one of the perspective shifts is around proximity. It's around distance. Because think of there's people in your world who are super high level that are like really good at what they do. And I use the term John. Like everyone's got a friend John who is senior VP or this or that or does a ton of business or a ton of flips or has all this stuff. And like from outside looking in, if you were far away, you'd be like, oh my God, John must be amazing. But here's the thing, you know John. John's an absolute disaster. John has like massive ADHD. He forgets his keys everywhere, leaves his phone all over the place, doesn't return calls. Like he's a complete shit show. And you're like, what, John? Why is everybody paying attention to John? John's just John. And so the thing is that John and this other person that you're looking at, they're in the same space. But the first time when you're looking at somebody so far away, you're like, well, there's no way I could do what they do. or there's no way I could be where they are. And then you have John, and you're like, I've seen John at New Year's, and he's an absolute disaster. And then here's the phrase, right? If John can do it, why aren't I doing it? Right? If someone like that, and you're like, I'm smart, I'm as smart as him. I can do these things. I'm more put together. I'm more this. I'm right. So oftentimes our self-image is put together from an assemblage of stuff that we don't have context from. And we can often hold ourselves back thinking that we don't have, like, the person that's out there doing whatever it is that we're looking at has some sort of secret. And the secret is simply this: they got really good at one thing and made sacrifices with everything else. And in order for us to step into a new image, we have to like almost remove the way that we put our heroes on pedestals. And we talked about this on a prior call. The good news is your heroes are just like you. The bad news is your heroes are just like you, which means you don't have an excuse. Right? So how do we fix it? Well, there's 3 ways. And you may remember these 3 ways. And there's three debts that we have to pay in order to gain proximity to the people that we emulate or would like to be a part of. And the first is time. There's a time cost. In order for us to get around people that are doing it so that we can see their humanity, so we can see their flaws, so we can see their processes, so we can see the simplicity of what they're doing. Not that it's easy, the simplicity, right? The fact that they're like, okay, I got to get 150 leads coming into this funnel. Then this text goes out, and then we immediately follow up with a personal call. And then we either leave this message or here's the script. If they don't answer, then it goes into this campaign, and then these triggers hit, and that's all we do. And you're like, but no, that's it. That's all we do. And we know that if we get 150 into the top, 3 come out the bottom. And one individual can handle 3. And if we put this much in the top, this what's come out of the bottom. And if we want to do more, then we just need to put more in the top. And so then they focus on, like, so the reality is that our heroes, the people that we emulate, have just made it simple. And in order for us to discover that, sometimes the first investment we have to make is time. We've got to get there. We've got to take a day out of our business. We've got to take an afternoon or an evening or a morning from our life for a minute and invest that into moving over to the next level, right? So one of the first debts is time. The second debt that you may have to pay is an ego debt. Who knows what I'm alluding to? Michelle does, right? Brad does. Brooke said yes. Cassie's tentatively saying yes. She's like, I got it. Right? An ego debt. And how does the ego debt show up? Well, the hardest thing for many of us is to step into being a beginner again into a room of people that are pros. And it's oftentimes the hardest thing is raising your hand and being willing to say the simple thing or the like, just being new again. It's what's your capacity to be a rookie again in your veteran season? That's such a huge key factor for like top players. Top players are willing to go into new rooms and be new again. And so they sometimes have to, what is the word I'm looking for? They have to submit a little bit. They've got to like allow themselves to be led. So hardest thing is being a leader and then going in the room and then allowing yourself to be led, not having the answer and realizing that what got you into the room is also keeping you from staying in the room, right? Like obtaining new habits, new boundaries, new disciplines, right? Being willing to start saying no to the things that you've allowed into your world that may be holding you back, right? So there's an ego debt. And then lastly, there can sometimes be a money debt, right? To get access to a circle that you don't have a relationship with, you may have to invest to get access. And that investment isn't about necessarily the amount of like the one-for-one value that you're going to get. It's that those circles have boundaries and they only let in people who are going to take action. One of the easiest ways to filter out kickers from doers is, are you willing to invest? Are you willing to invest in yourself in that time? Right. And so the 3 ways to change your proximity, to adjust your self-image, to fast track your own ability to just start getting it done is time, getting yourself into those places where people are doing it, ego, being willing to subjugate and submit and allow yourself to be the rookie. And then lastly, you may have to invest. You may have to invest to put yourself in a certain circle or a certain mastermind to get access and proximity to the flaws, the realness, the simplicity, the systems, the boring part. Like I'm working with a trainer right now, and he's helping me with my meal plan. And there's just 5 things on it. And I'm like, well, what about, and he goes, well, I already know where you're going to fail. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I didn't put sauces, anything in here. Like, we're not doing this for the flavor, bro. I'm like, but he goes, I see where you're going to fail next. He goes, your desire for flavor is more important than your goal. So you just tell me what you're more interested in, flavor or results. Because the 5 calories here, 10 calories here over time is a difference between good and elite. And he says, he said, you told me you're doing this to compete and to win, not just to show up, right? Like if you just want to show up, that's fine. He goes, I'll give you the show up plan. He's like, I want to give you the winning plan. There's a difference. And it comes down to the sauces. And I'm like, guys, it's the same thing in everything that we do. It's the little things, right? And sometimes you've got to be willing to not know so much. And that's tough. Sometimes our ego and our intelligence gets in the way. And I'm just speaking from personal experience. As a salesperson, I'm really good at selling myself out of things sometimes as well. Why are you smirking so hard, Michelle?
Oh, I feel like this was just the story of when I went to that inner circle retreat a few weeks ago. And day 1 was a pity party because I was kind of hiding from everybody. I didn't feel like I was good enough to be in the room. I wasn't engaging. And, by day 3, I had made some really great partners, just some really great people to learn from and engage with and have accountability partners. But I just have to laugh because it took getting super uncomfortable and a lot of negative thinking of like, what am I doing in here? No one wants me in here. What do I have to contribute to anybody else? Like it was some pretty negative thoughts day 1, going into the, and then just moving through it day 2, day 3. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think you're right too. Like the money debt is the one that a lot of people shy away from. When people ask me what I pay for coaching and I tell them, a lot of them just have like this shock and disbelief on their face. But I'm like, you just don't understand what you're getting for it. You're not just getting, someone that's just telling you what to do. Like you're getting a whole freaking community behind you. And that's, that just makes a huge difference in terms of what you're getting for your money. And like you said, it's not necessarily a 1-to-1 return. Sometimes it's in your energy and your excitement or your confidence. Sometimes it's in your systems and processes. Sometimes it is a direct, like it can be a 10-to-1 return.
Or more. Yeah. Or more. What did you guys hear from this part of the conversation? And again, this came out of an interview with, I forget the name of the scientist. It's a psychologist. It was on the Modern Wisdom podcast with Chris Williamson. It's one of the newest episodes where they were talking about 16 hacks of like mindset and achievement. And it was really good. This was just one of the topics that they touched on, and I was like, "Ooh, I like this." I wanted to expound on it a little bit. What did you guys hear? Like for me personally, in my world, I thought about writing a book for years, and then like it was like in my mind, it was in my mind and my heart for like 7 years to write something. I didn't know what to write though, because the moment I had that thought, the very next follow-up thought was, well, what do you have to tell anybody? You don't know it. You don't know anything. What do you like? What is this? Is just all be about like what is this? Just a look at me kind of thing? Like what is like all of the stupid like right behind it. Um, and it wasn't until I was sitting next to and having a conversation with somebody that had a mirror experience as I was having, but he just published his first book. And I'm like, and I literally had this because here's the thing. I know this guy and I know his flaws and I know his fears and I know his limiting beliefs. And I'm like, I'm if he can do it, what? And I said, walk me through your process. How did you do it? How did you get through? Like, and I shared with him some of my thoughts. He goes, I had those two. And he goes, and it took me over a year and a half. Like I had to fight those two. And it wasn't until I met this guy who took me took me over the top and through it. And I go, I want to meet that guy. And so my proximity led to the next proximity, which then led to a book. So like this is like everywhere. And it happens so often in our day that we talk ourselves out of the next opportunity because our self-image is a lie because of our lack of proximity to people doing it. This call is an opportunity for you to gain proximity into people in various chapters of their journey that are doing it. So my wife and I went to the gym and she was doing her thing. I was doing my thing with my earbuds on, getting ready for today's call. And she goes, "So what's today's call going to be?" And I'm like, "Well, here's the outline. Here's how I'm thinking." She goes, "Oh, that's really great." And yeah. I said, it's probably interesting for you hearing me talk about this because you know me and you know that like I still haven't put my laundry away from 3 weeks ago. Like, and they're like, how are you running anything? Like I have to yell at you. Like I'm still looking at your pile from 3 weeks ago on the dresser. I'm like, I know, right? And she goes, but she goes, no, she goes, what I do know is she goes, you're an absolute killer. You're a killer. And the things that matter, matter. And the things that don't matter, I don't care about. I was like, dang, all right, okay. So, real life, right? Real life. Aha's takeaways from today's call or on our last couple minutes. What'd you hear?
You could leverage somebody to put your laundry away.
I've got kids. I haven't figured that part out yet. But the thing is that it's only like 10 pieces. Like I could literally do it in 36 seconds. I could. I don't know. It's like I don't see it.
Wow.
I wish I was inside, like I wish I got to be part of the joke between Cassie and Michelle. It looked like a good one.
I just said that's so funny because I literally made myself put my 10 pieces of clothing away this morning on top of my dresser because I was like, we're not doing that this week. Nope.
I hear it. I hear you.
It's always my bedroom that's a disaster. Everywhere else is good.
No one gets to see that, right? No
I
one gets
know.
to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my takeaway is just keep getting myself around people who are 1 to 50 times my level and experience and yeah, where I want to be and that I trust and
Yeah.
emulate the things that I want to do and be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple, but
I would like get addicted to to the idea of why not me? Right. And that's not like, and I want to say that like, it's not an ego thing, but more of like level out, like, why not me? Why not me? If they did it, why can't I, like, why can't I do it? Why not me? Who's like, let's just do it. So, all right, y'all, we're at time. Keep in mind, if you feel like you've got a limitation in your own self-image, it may be a lack of proximity of those that are doing what you want to do. So just get around those people, ask questions, and then lean in. Be a rookie. Be willing to be a rookie. Have an amazing week, guys. Go crush.